Good evening, and welcome to ML's training webinar. My name is Arun Kema. It's my pleasure to connect with you through this webinar series. Especially this webinar, I'm very excited about today's topic. It's Understanding AFT Quantum Healing. In fact, I'm very passionate about sharing about this topic, and because this is the key essence to ML existence itself. So once again, welcome to ML's training webinar, and today's program or today's topic is Understanding AFT Quantum Healing. And the AFT Quantum Healing is actually divided into four major parts: energy, healing, science, and technology. And I'm going to cover on all these four parts stage by stage so that I'm able to deliver the topic to you effectively. So once again, welcome to ML's training webinar, and topic is Understanding AFT Quantum Healing. And I'm going to jump straight into the topic. There's lots of content here to share, and I advise you to look at the visuals, to see the visuals, because it's very important that you relate what I'm saying to the slides. Having that visual connection, it's very important. Okay. AFT Quantum Healing. What is AFT Quantum Healing? Why is AFT Quantum Healing the new buzz that's happening around? In fact, AFT Quantum Healing refers to natural, holistic healing, leveraging on energized products without the interferences or manipulations of any individual. AFT Quantum Healing uses specialized AFT energized products that resonates natural life force energy resonance. I'm sure you come across a lot of other modalities, healing modalities, especially holistic healing modalities like sound therapy, light therapy, or magnetic therapy, and so on. So likewise, very similar to that, AFT Quantum Healing is actually resonance modalities, a resonance therapy using quantum resonance or quantum resonance energized products to facilitate the healings there. And what is so important about, or what's so unique about AFT Quantum Healing, it is that it can be applied, it can be performed or facilitated by anyone. You don't have to go through years of experience, you don't have to go through a lot of workshops and learning understandings and so on. If you know how to just apply the protocols properly, facilitate, and you could heal anyone. And why this topic is very important, or why it's very important in today's life, it's that healing, self-healing, is actually a part of everyday practice that we should apply in today's world. Taking into consideration the different types of medical complications, physical disorders, and degenerative diseases and so on, it is very important that everyone should adopt the self-care healing and also accommodate the healing in order to avoid or prevent themselves from getting sick or staying well. Okay, so that is called AFT Quantum Healing. The AFT Quantum Healing refers to natural holistic healing leveraging on energized products. And in order to know that, let's look at the first part, the energy. Everything within and around is energy. Everything within and around is energy. The whole entire universe is nothing but energy. If the whole entire universe is energy, then all life thrives in this universe. All life that come into existence out of this universe and in the universe is nothing but energy. So if all life is energy, what is energy? Energy is a force. Energy is actually a potential. Energy is constantly in the state of motion. Energy is nothing but a dynamic state of vibration. So the whole universe is actually vibrating. Every single life form is vibrating. It's dynamic, it's energetically resonating, and you and me is resonating in every single essence, from the flap of a butterfly to the sound that you make. Every single thing has an impact onto you, onto the life, onto the whole entire universe by itself. So all life is energy. If all life is energy, then you are a bundle of condensed energy. A bundle of condensed energy. The sight you have is energy. The sound you make is energy. The actions, the feelings, the emotions, everything is nothing but energy. And how It's very simple. If you were to look at this chart, and you will understand very easily that if you were to break down your body into organs, break the organs down into tissue, break the tissue, you have cells. You break the cells, you have molecules, which is actually your DNA. And if you break your DNA, you have atoms. Now, if you break the atoms, you have electrons, protons, and neutrons. We all understand basic science that electrons spin around the nucleus of the atom. All right. So electrons, in order for the electrons to spin, in order for the electrons to circulate around, there has to be a force. There has to be a base. That base is what we call the life force, the infinite source of all energy. So in order for every energy to pervade in this universe, there has to be a base. There has to be a food. There has to be a medium. And that medium is what we call life force energy. Now, let me translate this in a very simple, easy manner. In order for the bird, it needs air. In order for the fish to swim, it needs water. So water is the medium. So in order for all life to thrive, the medium, the basic medium, the mass medium, the infinite source of all energy, that medium is life force energy. And all energy actually thrives on the life force energy, or in another term is also known as zero-point field. There's many ways: life force energy resonance, and so on. If you look at a human cell, we are made up of over 70 trillion cells. So if you take a human cell emits between 70 to 90 millivolts. A good healthy cell emits between 70 to 90 millivolts. But as we age, their cellular emission, it's about 40 to 55 millivolts. So 40 to 55 millivolts is actually 50% of our potential, almost at 50% of our potential, or slightly above 50% of our potential. And imagine that we need so much of energy in order to maintain the dynamism, and we are working at 50% power. So suppose if you have your laptop running at 50% power, or if you're having your mobile phone running at 50% power, and I'm sure you are not able to use all your apps and every single functions, or your whole entire system will not be able to run at an optimum speed or optimum state. And that is the energetic level of an average adult human being. And why I say this is because if energy is important for us, in order for us to boost up our cells so that our every is able to function at the optimum state, at energy from another theory. Well, electricity itself is energy, right? So I'm going to use that as an example, that electricity is nothing but happens when free-flowing electrons are pushed together. So if you look at a bulb, and if you look at that miracle of electricity that's happening from nature itself, imagine that electrons are readily available in our environment, and when you are able to extract these electrons and push the electrons together using a magnetic force or magnetic field, and what happens is that push creates a heat, and that heat lights up the filament, and there you have the light, and there you have the light. Likewise, the reason I'm sharing this, that if you can have abundance of energy from the environment, if you can tap the electrons and creates the electricity, we have the ability to tap the energy source itself from the environment in order to accommodate us with all the abilities, in order to fulfill us, to have the maximum energy with us. And that's the whole idea of sharing that particular thing. So if you look yourself as a bundle of condensed energy, an attracting force, so basically you as an energy form is able to absorb this energy from the environment, just like the free electrons. You're able to absorb this energy. In fact, your biofield is constantly absorbing the energy from the environment. And of course, plus the nutrition that you consume on a regular basis, it's able to give you the proper nutrients your body requires in order to thrive and in order to succeed in optimum state. So what I'm trying to say here is that your body or your biofield have the ability, have the innate intelligence to attract the energy resources, the energy sources from the environment itself, Now, if you take that energy that you have within you, the energy that you're able to absorb from the environment, that energy can be divided into four major realms: the spiritual energy, the mental energy, the emotional energy, and the physical energy. Now you can divide your bundle of energy, the condensed energy, you can separate it into four major realms of energy: the spiritual energy, the mental energy, the emotional energy, and the physical energy. Now, how much of this energies and how well they are in uniform, let's look at the details of it. Spiritual energy is basically your purpose, your core purpose of your actions, your doings, your existence, and so on. Emotional energy is your desires, your likes, your dislikes, and all these things. Your mental energy is your intentions, your focus, your recurring thoughts, things that you're constantly indulging in. And your physical energy is basically the ability, your ability, and your habits that you constantly do. You're so used to doing that on a regular basis. So your energy can be divided into four major energies, and these four major energies must be in a state of what we call balance. And if the state of balance is not there, that's where the issues happens, or what we call imbalances happen. What I mean by that is you as an energetic being is based on your past experience, your traumas, your learnings, is based on the beliefs and views, because you are resonating at a certain dimensions, is based on your past experience, based on your beliefs and values, based on your subconscious programs, and based on your innate intelligence, your DNA coding itself, your genetic intelligence, I would say so. So your vibration, your personal vibration, your existence is now based on your past experience, beliefs and values, subconscious programs, and your genetic intelligence. So that is what makes you up. And if for a person, if that is what a person is, and sometimes some people have consciously or subconsciously having issues or conflicts within them, within these energies, that actually translate into disorders or imbalances in the physical form. So you are actually a carbon copy of your energetic system. So if you look yourself as a physical system, that physical system, the main coding, the program coding, is actually your energetic system. So in order to work on your physical ability, you have to work on your energetic abilities. The imbalances start at the energetic level. And let's break the imbalances down into three major levels or three major areas: the cognitive blockages, the emotional blockages, and the physical imbalances. So cognitive blockages are mixed values, lack of clarity, lack of vision, or conflicts within yourself or based on your past programs and so on. Emotional blockages are traumas, depressions, attachments, egos, and engagements that you are not able to let go. Even things like not forgiving someone, or still visualizing an incident that is not good for you, or a negative incident. All these things causes the imbalance in your energetic system that creates the imbalance. Over time becomes disorders, and disorders over time become diseases. So to avoid your body, to avoid your sickness, all you have to look at is your energetic system. And the energetic system starts at the imbalances, and that is due to lack of energy in the body. The energetic blockages that we have, energy flows, energy blockages due to conflicts and so on, and energetic interferences. Energetic interference can be an external interferences like EMF, E-smog, radiation, pollution, and so on, or it can be even energetic contamination, like for example taking in some food stuff that is not healthy for you and so on, and that creates a contaminants behind that. So this is how imbalances are caused, and that actually eats on to your wellness. So if you have enough bundle, enough energy, your system is able to perform to the maximum level. And if you don't have, then could translate into imbalances, into disorders, and finally into diseases. So now let's look at the second part, which is the healing. The second part, which is the healing. You got to understand that you have the innate intelligence to heal. You have the genetic intelligence to correct yourself energetically, even physically, anything that is not imbalanced. So you have the healing powers within yourself, and your body or your system is constantly trying to correct and balance itself. Constantly trying to correct and balance itself. Take note of that. You have. And this is what they call as homeostasis condition. Homeostasis is the optimum state of balance. Optimum state of balance. Now, let me equate to you in a simple manner what I meant by that. Suppose you are in a room, okay, and there's no ventilation, and it's just warm, it's just heating up. As the temperature of the room is hot and heating up, what happens is your body automatically start opening up the pores. You start to perspire, and basically what it does, that your body is trying to balance to the external environment and so on. Likewise, let's say you are forced into a freezing room, or you are in a very cold room. Automatically what happens is your body starts to shut down every single pores, and your skin tightens, and what happens, your body starts to increase the metabolism so that you're able to produce heat to maintain the homeostasis, the balance there. So likewise, what happens is the biofield, which again can be divided into many single layers of field itself. The biofield acts as a regulator and a mediator for the biological interactions intimately connected with the information, with the feelings, with the thoughts, with the programs you have, and the delivery within the organism. That's you. So the biofield thus holds and conveys information that is vital for your biocommunication and bioregulation. And that's the key to that. First of all, you have to understand that you have the healing ability, that your innate intelligence, your genetic intelligence to heal is far more superior than any other external interventions. So the biofield acts as a regulator and mediator for the biological interactions intimately connected with your information. So every single thought, sense, and manner, everything has an effect onto you on a right manner. Now, how does healing actually happens? In fact, our body goes into a healing mode every time when we go to sleep. That's understood. Everybody knows that. That's why when you get a good sleep, you feel so refreshed, you feel rejuvenated, and so on. The same theory applies in healing itself. Very similar to the sleeping mood. That when we are normal, when we are engaged in work, when we are busy, we are thinking, we are in a state called beta. We are in a beta state, which is about 14 to 30 hertz. And that's the normal waking hours. You're consciously in your state of thoughts, your communications, your actions, your focus, and so on. All right. Now, sometimes when you are in that beta state, that's where the state actually even goes into a stress mode. Let's not talk about anything beyond that. So if you go one step down, when you relax yourself, when you start doing things, or when you start consciously being toned down, but still maintaining the maximum output, is what we call the alpha state. That is between 9 to 13 hertz. So on the 9 to 13 hertz, you are in a more relaxed mood. That means you're not in the normal mood or whatever. You're in a more relaxing mood. And this time, when you're more relaxed, you imagine better, you visualize things better. You are more conscious about yourself. You're more what we call self-introspecting all the time. Am I doing the right thing? What am I seeing? And sometimes you're also in that sweet state of daydreaming. Most of us does that. And for me, I personally like that. And I spend a lot of time in alpha state because I love to daydream. I believe so that you would also love to. So alpha state is a state of relaxation where you can still do, but you are more inner, you are more introspecting in that manner. You're more conscious about your thoughts, your behaviors, your voice, and so on. So that's the alpha state. And then you move to theta state. Theta state is between 4 to 8 hertz. And in theta states is where most people are into what we call a sleep state or into a deep meditation state, provided you are meditating. Suppose if you're warning yourself, if you know how to warn yourself, or somebody is warning on you, you're keeping your eyes closed and you're focusing on your breathing, that itself is considered on a meditative state, and that will bring your energetic state to a theta state. And in that theta state, normally theta state can be divided into two. One is a sleep state where you're consciously sleeping, or you are in a meditative state that you're completely relaxed, shut down, and you're deep down in your own focus. And this is the state of relaxation. This is a state of healing. So lots of healing happens in this. So what I'm trying to say is that besides your normal sleep that gives you the healing, that gives you the regeneration process, what you can do is during healing sessions, or especially during AFT Quantum Healing, the person is brought into a theta state of relaxation, theta state, where automatically the body's inner consciousness and genetic potential start to work on balancing and adjusting to bring about the healing that happens. And finally, the delta state. The delta state is 1 to 3 hertz, the deep dreamless sleep, all right, or unconscious state. Of course, that is a beautiful state to be in. Now, I'm sure that every one of us who's right now listening to this webinar has a lot of keen interest and wants to know how they can heal themselves, how they can heal their loved one, how they can actually help taste the richness of life. And of course, that can happen when you are in the optimum state. So to bring about, you got to understand that each cell is dynamic in nature and constantly adjusts its own processes to maintain balance within the body. Cells has an amazing ability to heal itself. So if you think that you are an intelligence by itself, imagine that every single cell in your body is an intelligence by itself. Every single cell is dynamic in nature and constantly adjusts its own processes to maintain balance within the body. Your body can manufacture and administer the precise balance of neurochemicals that can reverse illness and cure diseases. And I'm not stating that. Science has proven that the contents of your thoughts and emotions directly and immediately influence our biochemistry. This is what science has proven. Science has proven that our body can manufacture and administer the precise balance of neurochemicals that can reverse illness and cure diseases. I'm sure every one of us have experienced that, a simple paper cut. What happens when you have a paper cut? The blood starts oozing. But what happens with the oxidization process? Automatically the blood starts to clog. As it clogs, what you are looking at the clogs. But what actually happening is that because of the clogs, the body is able to stop more flow of blood out. Simple as that. Let me give you another analogy. Suppose you're having a meal and you accidentally bite hot chili pepper. And when you bite your hot chili pepper, what happens? Your body realizes the spiciness of that chili pepper and immediately triggers your senses to salivate your mouth with enough salivas, enough to dilute that sensitivity, the high sensitivity. So like that, our body has intelligence to heal, but that cannot happen without your major input, the beliefs, the values, the consciousness, the understanding that healing can happen. So this is the key to that. So I've explained about energy. I hope that explanation gives you a good understanding about energy. I've explained about healing, and healing itself, it's something that you can perform to yourself. That means to say that you can heal yourself, or you can allow others to heal you easily. All right. And healing is not just about channeling energies, but healing now can go in various other modalities and means and systems. Now, if you understand about a sound therapy, how sound can actually affect us, it's a very simple theory by itself. Your body, 70% of your body is actually water. 70% of your body is water. Imagine that if you have a glass of water and you just say something, science has already proven that if you say something to the water, say love or hate or anything positive or anything negative, the water reacts to that. So that the same way, when you set an intention, that intention is nothing but a resonatic vibrance, a vibration, a signal, a resonance that actually translates or transcends through your whole entire body, and that actually affects. So if you want to heal, first realize that you are the one who are actually creating the disorders within your own system, and by tuning to the healing modality, you are able to resonate down, transcend down to your body good positive ways and means that could change your healing. So that is the healing aspects of it. Now that healing in today's world, I have a surprise for you, that can be done by new science. The science I'm talking today is part of a new product that I'm going to launch somewhere in the middle of this month. Now, I'm going to use just a part of that product that we're going to launch to share with you. The AFT Quantum Disc is an effective tool for healing because of the principles of resonance and entrainment. In physics, entrainment theory is a process where two vibrating objects vibrating at different speeds start to vibrate at the same speed when energy is transferred between the two objects. So let's take, for example, you or a person who's not feeling well. So when a person is not feeling well, what happens is he or she is not resonating at the highest or optimum level. So when that is not happening, imagine that you are bringing about another person, you're bringing about another technology, another resonance that has an adverse effect, a coherence effect onto the resonance of that person. So just like you listen to some good music to relax yourselves, or you start indulging in something that actually uplifts you, the same manner what happens is in AFT Quantum Healing, by using technologically advanced products, we are able to emphasize on the principle of entrainment or resonance entrainment for manipulating a person by charging, or able to charge the person's energy to a higher level. Now that can happen, the AFT Quantum Disc can happen with another part of a product. The AFT Quantum Discs are embedded within quantum healing resonance, meaning to say the AFT Quantum Healing Disc is actually been embedded with quantum resonance and strategically placed to trigger the energetic system, to trigger our own energetic system to self-heal in all dimensions, using another product called the orgonite crystal. The orgonite crystal antenna placed over an entrained AFT quantum disc allows the flow of life force energy to all AFT discs placed strategically on the body. With the abundance of life force energy from the environment, the biofield is able to clear its distortions, cleanse, charge, and rejuvenate the energetic dimensions of the body. It can even go to a stage of ability to clear even emotional imbalances and mental imbalances. It can even work at that level. Now, this diagram shows actually how the AFT quantum disc is placed, and of course, this is not the only thing. It comes with a 10 stage. There's a 10-step protocol that one should do in order to get the maximum results on this process. So today's topic is AFT Quantum Healing, and I'm sharing with you the science of AFT Quantum Healing, and what is now next. The next two part is the products for AFT Quantum Healing to happen, and the technology, the science, or the modalities, the practice of AFT Quantum Healing. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud and pleased to announce that after years, this particular research started back about five and a half years ago, back in 2013. And we are pleased that this particular product is going to be launched this month itself, in the month of March, AFT Healing Kit. The beauty of this kit is now anyone can facilitate healing. It's actually a AFT Quantum Energy Facilitation Kit. Now, I am very sure that all those who are listening into this webinar is, one, you are interested about healing. Maybe you're interested about quantum healing to service others, or you're interested about quantum healing to become a professional to serve others, or you're interested in quantum healing or holistic healing so that you can self-heal yourself and also help your loved ones, family members, and so on. So whatever it is, you don't have to go through years and years of experience or learn techniques or skill set to be a healer. Here in AFT Quantum Healing, using the AFT Healing Kit, you are able to perform the healing easily. Very easily, you're able to perform the healing. All you have to do is learn and practice the 10 steps. And if you were to do that 10 steps, you're able to execute it easily and bring about the results. A few points I want to share with you is one, as I mentioned earlier, that in today's life, it is inevitable that everyone should go into regular healing. I'm sure that you have heard that recently, what happens is everyone on a regular basis, they go to facials. On a regular basis, they go to massage. On a regular basis, they go to spas. And trust me, in today's world, today's way you can avoid medical complications is to go to regular healing. When you go to regular healings, that will bring about a huge improvement, not just in a physical level, but at mental, emotional, and even at the spiritual level. Help you enhance and improve life of others, including yours. And this kit with the simple theory will help you a lot. And this particular diagram, in this particular picture, you're able to see how the placement happens and how the whole dynamics of healing happens. What I'm not sharing with you is the 10 steps. That I will share in the next webinar. When we launch the AFT Healing Kit, we will share with you the 10 steps that you can easily adopt. So this kit that I'm sharing with you is something that we're going to launch, and ML is proud about this because now it's not just the product, but now we have actually a product and a therapy, a protocol, a modality that you can apply to yourself, you can apply to your loved ones, you can apply as a profession, as a service itself to others. As I mentioned again, remember that all people are regularly going for a facial or a spa or a massage, and likewise they will do a regular healing session. And it's very simple to apply. And if you look at this current picture, this picture again shows you how the whole AFT Quantum Healing Kit is being applied onto a person. We have done numerous tests with this. We've been working on the last 1.5 years on real case studies and so on, and we are seeing tremendous improvement in people, especially people who are having insomnias, people hypertension, people who are having emotional engagement, things that they are not aware about and so on. And what brings about after this regular healing session is peace, rejuvenation, reduction of stress, and of course the ability to sense and feel, or I would say a raise in a level of their consciousness. So ladies and gentlemen, this is what I have to share with you today. Today's topic is on understanding AFT Quantum Healing, and I covered on the energy, I covered on the healing, I covered a little bit on the science, and I'm not able to cover on the technology. That will come in the next webinar together with the product. So when I launch the product next webinar, I will explain the 10-step protocol you can do to apply the AFT Quantum Healing on anyone and create the results for the healing to happen, for the rejuvenation to happen. I believe that this will be a trendsetter. This would be a new jumpstart for the 2018, and I welcome every single one who is interested about healing itself, holistic healing itself, to take part in this particular program. We're going to run a series of webinars and online training to share this particular tool and modality. We want to spread it to the world. We believe that every single one or every single individual must go to a regular healing session in order to rejuvenate themselves and heal themselves from whatever complications they have in life. I believe that everyone is born in this world to reap the rewards of life and to live a fulfilling life. And I believe that with our technology and products, we are able to help them from the sufferings. In fact, they're saying that in every single household, there's someone suffering in silence. And now we do have something to bring about a change in all those places. With that, I thank you. I don't see any questions. I just hear compliments of excitement of the new product. I'm glad. And we want to, MWell itself, we want to work closely with you, whoever who's very, very interested in starting this protocol. Yes, there is a booklet also. It comes with a booklet. The whole package comes with a booklet. It comes with the online videos for you to refer to. As I mentioned, that anyone, even people without an experience in energy healing, but has the intention, has the heart, has the willingness, can adopt the protocol, use the technology, and reap about the results. Obviously, the result can only happen if the healer, that is the person that's going through the healing, commits and participates. Of course, all that shared in the webinar. So just look out. In March 22nd, if I'm not wrong, we're going to launch this AFT Healing Kit with the 10-step protocol. And from there onwards, we're going to guide you. In fact, I will personally say that anyone who actually gets the kit, I will be myself and my other director, APM, Adnan, will be personally engaging with you online and offline to help you work on making you a AFT quantum healing expert. Now, with this products, starting on the second quarter of this year, we're going to launch a series of workshops around the world to promote, to share this. This is non-electrical. It doesn't have any electrical, just AFT resonance embedded into the disc, embedded into the organite crystals, and the protocol. That protocol is the key to the success, the 10-step protocol, and anyone is able to do that and bring about the results. So I'm looking forward to work with you personally in implementing the AFT quantum healing modalities through this world. So be part of history. Let's be part of history in the making, in sharing the AFT quantum healing to the world. And the science is simple, easy, and it will not bring about miraculous results, but it will definitely bring about substantial results. That's for sure, with the person's accommodation with that. Thank you very much, and I see a lot of compliments on that. I see a lot of excitement there. I'm truly, truly, truly pleased with that. This is our mission, to bring about the healing to the world, and we believe that this could bring about great, great success to every one of us indulging in ML and through that. Thank you very much. Have a nice evening, and look forward for the announcement. We are launching the AFT healing this month in the next webinar. With that, thank you very much. Have a good and great evening or a great weekend. Thank you, thank you, thank you.